My roommate asked why I put on a different accent when answering customer service calls. I didn't realize I was doing it until she recorded me. Minus now I understand why people treated me differently all my life. I grew up in Atlanta with immigrant parents who spoke heavily accented English at home. In school, I developed what I thought was a normal American accent. I never noticed anything unusual about how I spoke minus until last month. My roommate Jess and I were working from our apartment when I got a call about an incorrect charge on my cell phone bill. As I explained the situation to customer service, Jess started giving me weird looks from across the room. After I hung up, she asked, "Why do you suddenly sound like a completely different person on customer service calls? What are you talking about?" I genuinely had no idea what she meant. "Your voice gets higher, you overpronounce everything, and you sound like I don't know, like you are auditioning for a news anchor position." I laughed it off, certain she was exaggerating. Then she asked if she could record my next call to show me. I agreed, still thinking she was being dramatic. 2 days later, I needed to call about a delayed package. Jess hit record on her phone as I dialed. The conversation was routine minus tracking number verification, delivery window confirmation, the usual. When I hung up, Jess silently handed me her phone and pressed play. I froze, hearing the voice coming through the speaker. It didn't sound like me at all. My normal slight southern drawl had completely disappeared. My pitch was higher, my consonants crisper, and I was using formal phrases I never use in everyday conversation. "That's me," I whispered, genuinely shocked. "That's customer service, you?" Jess nodded. "You literally transform into the whitest sounding woman in America." Something clicked into place, minus memories of teachers praising my excellent diction, retail employees who were dismissive until I spoke, job interviews where managers commented on how articulate I was, always with a hint of surprise. I realized I'd unconsciously developed this professional voice somewhere along the way, minus a defense mechanism to ensure I be taken seriously in a world where my normal voice with its hints of both Southern and my parents' accent. The next day I called my mother and asked if she'd ever noticed this about me. There was a long pause before she said, "Exclamation, and our family does this, honey. It's how we get respect." Since then, I've started paying attention to how I speak in different contexts. I've caught my customer service voice emerging during job interviews, when talking to my landlord, and even when asking for directions in unfamiliar neighborhoods. Sometimes I still use it when necessary, minus I am not naive about how the world works, but now I am consciously working on using my natural voice more often, especially in professional settings. It's uncomfortable, but it feels important. We all contain different versions of ourselves, shaped by the worlds we navigate, but I am trying to learn which adaptations are necessary survival skills, and which ones are habits I adopted before I was old enough to question why I needed them. The customer service representative still helped me either way, but now I am helping myself understand who I really am, beneath the voices I've learned to use.